Well, Valentine's Day, of course, just around the corner. When it comes to dating and relationships, understanding the opposite sex can make or break your love life.
Is it even possible? So what's the secret to success? There's only one guy truly qualified to answer this, Allan Pease. He wrote The Body Language of Love with his wonderful wife, Barbara, and he joins us now. Allan, good morning to you. What is the body language of love?
Well, the body language of love, it's the first time we brought together all our research over the last 40 years into what men and women really want. That is how their brains perceive love, sex and romance. And body language, how you can look at someone and know whether they're likely to be a reasonable bet or not, or whether you should stop wasting your time and go somewhere else. That is, what are the rejection signals? So it shows you how to find a partner, and secondly, how to hang on to one when you've got them.
Well, how can we use this information to snag a Valentine, Allan?
Well, you know, by 2025, it's predicted that 1 in 4 Australian women will be permanently single. And that's never happened in the history of the human race. And couples now are finding it more and more difficult to be able to get together, first of all, and then stay together. So it shows you how to find the partner and how to hang on to them, which is equally as important.
Yeah, here's the big thing. You mentioned in your book using the wrong courtship signals could let you down in the dating game. So what do we need to avoid? What are the no-nos here?
Well, you mean no-nos when you were making the play, Larry? Is that what you're saying?
Well, Allan, I'm a very happily married man. I don't make a play, as you know.
I'm talking theoretically here, Larry, of course. Yeah.
Yes,
well,
yes,
the no-nos are. OK, well, I'll get you to act some of these out. First of all, if she's saying no, or he's saying no, crossed arms and body turned away are the first things you look for.
Yeah.
Leaning away from, we lean towards people we like, we lean away from people we don't like. Now, extended blink is an interesting one. As they blink for 2 or 3 seconds. Their brain is effectively cutting you out that you don't exist. And head shaking while they're saying yes. So they're saying, yes, I really want to be with you, but they're shaking their head from side to side, showing a negative signal.
OK, well, men do sometimes find it hard to read the body language of women. What, sort of the I'm interested signals in you should they be looking out for?
OK, Kylie, try a few of these. First of all, you like the eye, flicking the hair and tossing your head. Just try that. As a woman, you should be able to do this easy. Come on, try it. Look at Larry and just toss your hair.
No. That's uncomfortable when she starts flirting with me, Allan.
We've got a list here. Let's go to the list.
Pointing your foot, point your foot towards him. Now, turn your hips towards him and point your foot.
Here we go. The head
Shaking
toss,
the hair.
hair flick. The eyebrow flash. Yeah. What's an eyebrow flash?
You know,
now, eyebrow flash, where you raise your eyebrows for a split second. Monkeys and chimpanzees do this too, you know. You raise your eyebrows for a split second and then you drop them. Now, that's a universal signal for I'm interested. There's no point looking across the room at a guy and giving him a subtle smile because it's lost on him. Give him the eyebrow flash, that gives him the green light to make an approach.
Oh, providing... Right, OK. And then we had some other things on the...
Hang on, don't just write that off. If it's good enough for monkeys and baboons, it's good enough for people.
No, I was going back to the list. What else is on the, list?
We're the king of that. We're fondling a cylindrical object. This one is strange, but it can be done on a wine glass, just up and down slowly on the wine glass, or on a large glass, depending on who you're talking about. You try that with some guy, it will drive him absolutely nuts. He won't know what's going on. Just think there's something going on here.
Hang on, are we living in the 40s?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, we're living in the world of Allan Pease, where everything's right.
No, we're actually going right back. We're even going back 10,000 years ago to very basic primate behaviour. And even though we're now living in the 21st politically correct century, people make the mistake of assuming when it comes to love and courtship that things have all changed. They haven't. We are the same primeval creatures we were 10,000 years ago. And if you know to look for those basic signals, you can see them, and importantly, you can send them to get a result.
What did they do if they didn't have glasses 10,000 years ago? How'd they do that little signel right there, Allan?
Any cylindrical object would do the trick, Larry.
OK, so while women are flicking their hair and fondling wine glasses, what about men? Are their courting signals a bit more obvious?
Yeah.
Well, they're pretty much in your face. One of the things we found in writing this book is that 94% of first approaches in public are transmitted by women. Women send the signal to make him cross the floor. Now, how do you know if he's interested? Well, protruding thumbs. Try this one, Larry. Just hook your thumbs in the top of your belt or your trousers. That's the first thing. And what that does, that gives you what we call a crutch display. It allows you to highlight that region of your body that is very significant to you. If you're standing, normally you're standing with your legs apart. Now, thumbs in the top of the belt, Larry. Come and stick them in there. Now, she's got her hand on her hips. That's a good sign. A bit more hair flicking, mate. Your day's going to be pretty good. I can see that.
No. I'm doing that to get some distance from the display.
Larry, you look like a sad case there. Put your thumbs in the top of the belt. Thumbs in the top of the belt, mate.
To be honest, Kylie's knees are pointing towards the newsroom at this point. I'm reading that as a no.
In the go position.
Well, you struck out, mate.
Hang on, let me get her a wine glass. It's the only way to really tell. Allan, thank you, I think. If the 7 Network hasn't lost its broadcasting licence, it's been an interesting segment. We thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Alan. For more tips on dating and relationships, I nearly did a hair flick this Valentine's Day. The Body Language of Love.
Don't you want me, baby?
By Allan
Woo!
and Barbara Pease is available online and at all good bookstores now.